Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Andre,
It's your boy Will. What's up, guys?
and we are the hosts of
Where there's a Will,
There's a Dre.
hey! Wait! Who are these people? What the? It's always just me and you, but is it? Who's all? Insert the Friends meme on there.
So if y'all are counting more than 2 people here, then that means we have some very special guests.
Woo!
After pulling all kinds of teeth, y'all, we finally convinced our better halves to join us for this special edition of Where There's a Will.
Lots of begging. Lots of begging. That's the secret.
All right, so joining us on Where There's a Will, There's a Dre is our better halves,
Andrea.
Zarria.
and our sister-in-law,
And my auntie. Sorry.
Schuyler.
and then the star of the show, my grandson. All right, y'all. So for this special edition, well, before we start, as always, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, so every time we drop a new video, you'll be notified.
Definitely share with everybody. Share on Facebook, share on Snapchat, and Instagram, Twitter, all those different social medias.
Bet. So let's get to it. So we brought our special guest in today to discuss the movie Sinners. Now, before we get into any of this conversation, please know that we're going to have some spoilers here. So
Yes.
if you haven't
Major
seen
spoilers.
if you haven't seen this joint yet, get out of this video. Come back later. We want that engagement, but we are going to have some spoilers. So let's jump right into it. So Spoilers is a movie directed by Ryan Coogler.
Sinners.
What did I say?
Got spoilers in the mind. Got spoilers in the mind.
That's why we're here.
We're getting nervous. We're usually not like this, guys.
Okay, y'all. This is what we deal with every day when the cameras are not rolling. So
Every day.
that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Sinners is a movie directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan, who plays a dual role as identical twins, Smoke and Stack, who have accumulated wealth that they're using to build a juke joint. Now, in addition to that, we have some
Supernatural.
some foulness uproot because it's also set to the backdrop of some vampires who are looking to spoil this whole event. So it's a really great movie. It's sort of a timepiece, but it introduces an element of horror in a very unique way, in a way that only somebody like Ryan Coogler could pull it off. So I'm gonna ask everybody here to give us all your thoughts and their reactions. Jump in, anybody.
I love the movie. And what's so funny about it is like they were trying to make me see the movie and I'm just like, I don't want to see this.
guys,
I don't want to deal with Jim Crow, the South and all of that. But I saw it and I was just like glued to the screen and I want to see it again. Yeah. And I also want to say this. Y'all know I'm not a Michael B. Jordan fan, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not a Michael B. Jordan fan, okay? However, I thoroughly enjoyed his performance. Yeah.
It
was at a point where I couldn't even think that there were two. I thought there were 2 different people, but he was playing the same, or he was playing dual roles. So I thought he did an excellent job, and I love the movie, and I'm a huge fan of Ryan Coogler, so it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Ryan Coogler. Also, Michael B.
Coogler.
Coogler. I'm sorry, Ryan Coogler. I'm a huge fan of his as well. Michael B. Jordan did a phenomenal job. I just look forward to upcoming movies with him as well too. So, thumbs up to him.
Yes. This movie was a definitely 12 out of 10. 12 out of 10.
Yes.
It was so many different themes that you can pull from. Each time that you watch it, you pull something different from it. And nobody can do it, like you guys said, like Ryan Coogler can.
Absolutely.
Like, yes, this will be my 3rd time watching it when I go next time.
And every single person in the movie was good.
Phenomenal.
He had some very good
They all played their
actors.
part very well.
Everyone played their part very well.
Yes.
So, thumbs up to that. Very good job.
Let me get my take from my co-host. If you guys get a little spoiler. Like kind of echoing what everybody else said, it's a really great film. For this being Ryan Coogler's first kind of stint in the horror genre, and not just being horror genre, it's multi-genre film to me. He did a really good job, really amazing job. To me, the star of the show was I think his name is Miles Canton. That being his first start on the movie, he did an amazing job. That young man did an amazing job as far as singing and just doing his acting as well. Like it felt like he was a whole different person. So it definitely was an amazing film. Now, Andre,
oh Lord,
how did you feel about the movie? Because I'm ready to agree with my wife. It's 12 out of 10.
All right, so at the risk of having my black card revoked,
Yes.
I wasn't a fan.
Oh, boo! Throw the popcorn at him. Throw the popcorn.
Here's why. Okay, so hear me out, Jar. All right. There was excellent storytelling. I'll admit that, and Ryan Coogler just is one of the best, hottest storytellers out there in Hollywood. I'm gonna preface it that way. The pacing of the movie was brutal to me.
Okay.
It took 45 minutes to get to the crux of what was going on, and now it was supposed to be told in 1 day's time, so over a span of a day. But it was just too much exposition going on for me, and then I admit that I kind of went into the movie thinking that it was going to be a horror movie, and solely a horror movie, based on the trailers, based on what I saw on The View, and when nothing was horroring,
horroring for you.
But then once everything started, then the pace kind of picked up toward the end. But then at the end there was too much crammed on in the second and third acts of the movie that could have been made up with that elongated first act. So I thought the pacing was kind of brutal. I was a little bit misguided about thinking that it was solely a horror movie, and I guess because of that I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't more scariness in the movie.
It was scariness in there. We jumped when it first
Yeah.
came.
That was scary.
But I think though you miss it because you talk about how things need to happen right away, but it wasn't just about the vampires. Like there was some background stories.
Yes.
There was Slim's Delroy. Let's think that Slim's story. About his friend. Like we saw a deeper theme with that.
Also the family. Talking about his dad, the preacher.
Yeah. So it was like there were different things going on.
It was world building.
It had to set up what why the actors did what they did or why they chose to move the way they did. Like it kind of made sense as the story came about. And you have to. We talk about Ryan Coogler being a good storyteller. You have to set that up. You can't just have it all in your face and scary vampires. No, it needed to be slow. It needed to tell the story.
Absolutely. And then also
This is thinking over here.
Mom was getting your bag.
That's true. And then also thinking about horror, all those stories that he was telling to set up the background characters, that is scary.
Exactly.
That is the horror.
It
doesn't have to be gory and bloody just for me to tremble. Right, monsters. For me to tremble in my boots. Like having people deal with all those things that each character had to deal with was terrifying in itself. I wouldn't know what to do if I went through all of that.
And I'm sorry.
You're good. I was just gonna say, just put adding on top of that. I think when the vampires came, I was so enticed with the story. When the vampires came, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot there's vampires in this movie, right? And that's what if you listen to Ryan Coogler's interviews, that's what he said. He's like, yeah, it's a movie. It has horror, it has all this stuff. It has vampires in it, but it ain't just about just straight vampires and horror. Like I came into it thinking like I'm about to get just a film that it's gonna have some serious elements, but it's gonna be an all around good film, an all around multi-genre film. And he really, really paid off with that.
Yes, he did.
I gotta give it to him.
Now see, that's where I disagree though. Because again, I see your points. There are valid points. But if you're gonna sell a movie based on the trailers and all the other pre-promotional stuff as being a genre film, then that genre should be sort of the emphasis. And so it's just like putting Freddy Krueger in a comedy. So you go in thinking that there's going to be a Freddy Krueger slasher movie, but then he's in the middle of some funny comedic situations or whatever. So I thought the premise was sort of falsely sold to us, but again the payoff was the payoff was there if you stuck with the whole movie. I will give you that. And then I do love how they incorporated all the themes that y'all talked about. The idea cultural appropriation, passion for white, the good and the bad about music, and how music affects, or how music has like evolved over time. Like all those things were all explored. I'll give you all that. I'm just still in the horror part, and the horror part is what I can't get over. But outside of that, the themes that were explored were all great. I just wish it was scarier.
Yeah.
I thought it didn't need it.
It had a scary moment.
Yeah.
It was a sprinkle on top. It didn't need to be the whole frosting or cupcake to it.
Yeah. Right.
It didn't need that.
I didn't need to be scared out of my mind about vampires.
Yeah.
But you know what? Zarria brought up a good point though about like the horror that not the ghoul or the monster, but like when he was telling the story about his friend. And he was getting lynched, and like they had the in the background, you could like hear
it.
That scared me because it was just like, oh my god, and then how it touched him so, and I think that was brilliant.
Absolutely.
And it, like I said, it didn't need to have the gore. It didn't need to have the monsters scaring me from jump. Even though what was the first scene where I jumped?
We all jumped. My little sister's a horror fan, and she even jumped a couple times.
And she jumped the second time.
Trying to see with my mother. So yeah, it was definitely had its elements, and so it's. I always feel like, especially with scary movies, if you're just gonna have like just jump scares and different stuff like that, I don't think they're good scary movies.
No.
I want to have world building. I want to be
I
want to be just enticing the world. I want to forget about everything. I forgot where I was at. I feel like I was in Mississippi with them. So it's I loved that it was, like I said, it had the story building and had vampires in it as well. Just adding on top of that, it was almost like a croutons on a salad.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Because I just feel like with the vampire theme, it really wasn't about the vampire.
It
really wasn't.
No.
Like, it was just masked in a different way, but,
and talking about sin and like the theme of sin and what sin does. And that was exactly how it is. It doesn't just... It had to be invited in.
Yeah.
And once that happened, then all hell breaks loose.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And one more thing I forgot to say. That the villain in this horror movie, not horror movie, but movie.
Yes.
Remick. Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember the actor's name. But that guy is amazing. That guy is amazing. I just had to go in more interviews about him. He's a really good actor because I didn't
know anything about him.
I was genuinely creeped out. Like it was very scary when he came onto the scene. He stole every scene. I wanted to see more of him, honestly.
Yeah. And he kind of like, it's like he spoke to the different characters. Like, for example, the Klan. Like, he spoke like them, talking about the Indians. And then he got to the juke joint. And it was
trying to relate with the black people saying, they was going to kill you anyway. I'm trying to help you out. Like,
He's like, I'm not a Klan. I'm not.
He was so offended. Like, how dare you?
I'm all about love and harmony. And you're like...
And it's this weird cult vibe where it's like, everybody, it's love. Why can't we all be
happiness?
Yeah, why can we all be that? Why can we all be connected?
Yeah.
Trying to put some All Lives Matter stuff.
Yeah, All Lives Matter.
You know what though? I don't know if this is because I love M. Night Shyamalan. And a lot of people don't like him because
no,
watch me. Because they go for one thing and they think it's one thing and they're mad because it's another. But again, he's one of those. He's a good storyteller, and it don't end up the way you think it should. But the story, the journey, I enjoy. That's why I was able to enjoy Sinners.
I feel attacked here.
It's the Warriors 2017 versus Bron. Sorry, basketball fans, I throw some in there.
All right, so commenters, go easy on me because they already give me the business. All right, so I will say this: there were some scenes that really stood out. So like Sammy's guitar scene, arguably one of the best scenes in cinematic history. It was unreal.
Yeah, totally agree.
All right, so we had to take a little Liam break. So let's get back to it. So anybody have any closing thoughts? I'm
going to go see it again.
Ooh.
The person that said, I don't want to see this movie at all, they made me see it. William kept saying, you got to go see it. And I'm like, oh, fine. I want to go see it again.
All right, I saw it twice, but watching the bootleg twice, Both times.
Don't spoil it. Go.
Go to the theater.
Cops, don't arrest him. Don't arrest him.
Go support.
I mean, I was supporting our local bootlegger. Don't that count?
No, it's not.
I'm supporting black business or whatever.
No.
No, it doesn't count.
No.
Okay.
Zarria?
Yes. Michael B. Jordan, you are phenomenal. Okay,
Yeah.
just me and you 1-on-1. You are phenomenal in just general. Yeah. Anyway, and then
Yeah, what was that girl? What's that girl's name on there? Haley Steinfeld. I don't care if you were Josh Allen. Come on, add a play.
but yeah, 12 out of 10, like I said before.
Michael B. Jordan, along with all the other actors and the director.
And Wumi too. Yes.
You all were phenomenal.
I love her.
Phenomenal. Very good job.
Yes.
I look forward to upcoming movies as well.
And I forgot to say this young lady's name. That she was, I guess, Sammy's love interest. She played in the
Mumi.
She played in Mumi. That's her name. Oh, she played in for our nerd fans. She played in the Batman movie and then played in as a mayor.
Yeah, I didn't
the mayor of
know
Batman.
that was her.
She's a really good actress. She's a really good actress.
They all were good actors.
Yeah.
They all were
He
good.
did a really good job with this cast.
Absolutely.
He really
Yeah.
did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And I do love the fact that they highlighted Annie as
Yes.
one of the lead love interests.
Yes.
We've never seen a love interest like that on film, and
Right.
he
Never.
actually brought her forth to light.
And,
So thank you, Ryan.
And the media really, like, they want to just mostly focus on Haley Steinfeld's character and Michael B. Jordan's character. But yeah, she was a love interest of one of the brothers, and she did a great job.
Yes, she did.
She was like the main person that, got some stuff together.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But overall, closing scores, I give it a 12 out of 10.
Actually, before you do that, let me ask you a question.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, based on this and all the other body of work between Ryan Coogler and Jordan Peele,
Oh no.
who do y'all got?
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned this because here's the thing. I love Jordan Peele and I love Ryan Coogler. Why do we have to
Put them against each other.
compare them?
They should-
They're different writers.
Time.
Yeah.
They're different.
We
We
debate sports and we debate Marvel
I
and
don't
DC.
think we need to compare them.
I think
No.
it's I think it's this. I think it's just like it's like comparing Michael Jordan with LeBron or Michael Jordan with Kobe. They all have their abilities. They all have the things that we love about them. Let's just love them while they're great. I'm gonna say Ryan Coogler, but
I love them both.
But I love them both.
Yeah.
I love them both.
Ryan Coogler, though, for sure.
Why are you getting away from debating? This is the debate show.
If you want a real answer, I'll say Ryan Coogler for me.
I'll say Jordan Peele.
Why Jordan Peele?
I can't debate no more because everybody's like, we can't
I
debate.
like both.
We can debate. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's debate, Andre.
But Andre told me to shut up and just approve.
She said your opinion don't matter.
This is what happens. This is what happens when we have the wives on the show. This is what happens.
Alright, never mind. We're not going to talk about that part. So we're going to just close this thing out by just giving our reviews out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Will,
5 stars.
So we'll start on that end. Will, floor is yours.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
10.
Okay.
5
Out of
plus
5
5.
stars.
5. I give it double 5.
5.5.
3.5.
Oh.
Don't hate on me. He has a Michigan truck. He has a Nissan truck.
Hey,
They gonna egg our house.
They go-
They gonna suck Andre. Dang.
they're going to call me Uncle Tom.
Oh
Oh no. You'd have been outside.
no! Oh
Doing the
man!
Irish jig. Oh no.
They come walking down the street for you.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
but
Go ahead.
well, I'm signing off, guys. I'm usually the long-winded talker, but I'm signing off. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for our guests for coming. Thank you for our guests for giving their
Let's do
thoughts.
this again.
Yes. Andrew, do you have anything else?
Yeah, so if y'all do watch this video, drop in the comments and let us know what y'all thought of our co-hosts. And should we have them back or should this be the last time?
Please be the last time. This is a lot.
Thank you as always for your viewership. And once again, we're signing out. Once again, this is Andre and Will from
Where there's a will,
There's a Dre.
boom.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.